pero estoy aquí ahora. Sí,
Sí.
es el día de post Bad Bunny Bowl.
Yo no sé. Me no speak no español.
I said, I'm sorry I was late.
Yo
my car
hablo
had
español.
trouble and I needed to jump, and I was like on my way here and it started doing this weird thing that I know it does.
Sí.
So I knew I was going to be late once that happened, but it was
Sí.
even too much to explain. So I was like, let me just get there.
Just get there.
Hey, happy post Bad Bunny Bowl, because don't nobody give a fuck about that boring ass game unless you're into like football defense.
The game was horrible. Defense wise.
Yeah, unless you're into
everybody
defense,
stopped everybody from scoring.
That shit.
Except for
first of all,
they scored a little bit.
First of all, before we get into that, it is 6 o'clock or after 6 o'clock.
Right, we didn't even introduce.
Right, I am Irize,
and I'm Nelly Yoga. I'm just gonna say I miss everything at this.
Miss everything at this point. Yes, and here we are giving you our weekly vibe check. Okay, sincere. Hey. I know my cousin texted me. She was like, "Are y'all on today?" I was like, "Girl, tune in. Stay tuned shortly, and I'll explain." But even though I explained, and I'm sure she don't know what the fuck I just said. She has no idea. But yes, so yesterday I actually was at work. You know, I work Sunday mornings, and I actually had said to one of my coworkers, like, my dad sent a text message: "If you don't have to go outside." No, we didn't forget our cups. This is the weekly vibe check now.
The vibe check.
The vibe check.
Drink anymore.
Yeah,
I have a cup, but
she
it has
has a
ice.
cup. We explained that back in December. Like
Oh,
I personally stopped drinking. She stopped drinking as much.
I stopped drinking on camera.
I will confess that I had a drink this week. I did have margaritas with a friend. We were celebrating. But yeah, I'm not much of a drinker anyway.
She's really, she's a 420er.
Yeah, so that drinking at this big old age of 50, the recovery ain't nice. And I said to somebody earlier today, I don't drink much, but when I do drink, I'm a drunk, if that makes sense. Anything I do it big. That's all you got to say.
Ain't no halfway.
So I don't know how to
ain't no in between.
Have a drink. I don't know how to have one shot. I don't know how to do, like, there's no in between. It's 1 or 5.
Okay, right.
So, yeah, I do apologize. Y'all go ahead and pour it up, toast up with us. But
y'all can still be over a drink.
Yeah, you can still be over a drink.
But we vibe checking.
We're just vibe checking. So this week's vibe, everybody was
Super Bowl.
I ain't gonna say everybody was talking about the Super Bowl. I gave y'all Nasty Mouth treat cups to help with that.
Yes. Oh. I wouldn't mind it. Thank you, Sin.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sin.
Yeah.
We spent some time together. What was that?
Friday? She's like Friday, Saturday. We'll figure it out because we're gonna go through the week.
Boom.
We're gonna go backwards.
Yep.
I was at work yesterday and my dad was like, "Don't nobody leave out unless you have to." And I was like, "Well, too late, nigga. I'm at work." Like, I had to be at work at 6:30 in the morning. And let me tell you, ain't nothing like pulling up to your job with 15 minutes to get to the clock and you know you can make it. But when you step out of the car, the cold air snatches your breath. And suffocates your lungs to the point that you think you're having an asthma attack, that you said, "Fuck this shit."
Imagine being
I'm just going to be late today.
That's crazy.
I was like, I'm just going to be late.
Yeah.
I got in there. They were like, "Did you call running late sick?" I wasn't using my sick time. I'll take the 1 point. I just couldn't do it. I parked in the lot and still was late.
That's it.
Like, literally suffocated me. I thought I was going to die.
The air.
So when I was at work, I was like, I'm here. But in order to stay, because people were like, it's cold, they don't want to come to work. So they like, $30 for my 1 to 6, $50 for my 5 to 11:30. I got $40 for this, $40 for that. And I had text to my dad, I'm watching the group chat, I'm waiting for the price to go up because I might stay for $75. And I saw one of my coworkers, she's like, "Hey, Irize." And I was like, "Hey." I said, "Well, why is your shift on the board if you try, like, you're here?" She was like, "No, because I got something to do, da 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 da." And I opened my phone and showed her the text. And she said, "Oh, I got that." She said, "I'm going to send it right now. Venmo, right?" Sent me $75 for me to work from 5:30 to 10.
Won't he do it?
You know what I mean? Yes. Which is better than the 11:30 shift that I was going to pick up. So it was a win-win. So I stayed at work yesterday and I said, watch they give me an assignment during the halftime. I probably ain't going to have shit to do till the fucking halftime.
And they did. And
well, right. I actually finished just in time to open my phone, go on to NBC Sports, and wepa!
Yeah.
Wepa.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. A lot of people...
And I'm not a Bad Bunny fan, so it's not like I'm saying this because I'm a fan. And no. I'm a fan of him as an actor. I know more of him as an actor
From
than
Happy
I do
Gilmore too.
Happy Gilmore, and then
Saturday Night Live, because he's done
something else. Was it Snowfall or some type of drug movie or show or something? He was in there.
Kane Black.
Kane Black.
I haven't seen Kane Black in
Fuck
forever.
you, Kane Black. Fuck you, and I love you at the same time. That guy knows I love him.
Yeah, I'm only familiar with the fact that he was in Happy Gilmore too, and that he's hosted Saturday Night Live a bunch of times. And but I kept telling everybody,
like a drug person or something in something else.
It's possible.
Yeah.
I was like, me and my daughter were supposed to watch it together, and I called her after it was done, and she was like, I was watching it. Your aunt was in here trying to stop me from moving because she was just dancing. Because he literally went through a medley of like all of our favorite songs from the album and beyond. Because he also did a song, Mitia, Evil Rabbit Bird.
Oh my God! I knew you was gonna have something negative to say.
He burn you out. First of all,
we knew Kane Black was gonna have something negative to say. What I liked was for the culture of any Latina, his person of Hispanic descent. I think he did a great job. I like how he incorporated. If you really knew what he was highlighting, then you understood how dope it was. Somebody got married legally
there. Like it was.
He gave his Grammy to the little boy
that's not the little boy that was taken by ICE.
Well, that's what they're saying on the internet.
But the internet,
so now I'm spreading lies.
This is the downside about the internet. The internet will run with it and try to make it seem like
was that his little cousin or his son or something?
It was probably a paid actor, but it was definitely it was a symbolic. It was the symbolism of him reaching back to younger Puerto Ricans and saying anything is possible.
I was surprised that Cardi B didn't do something.
I'm not surprised because her tour starts this weekend.
Oh,
that's why
she was there.
She was there.
She was on camera.
A lot of people missed. Like, it's Black History Month, and y'all know I'm blackity black. But the Afro Latinos was representing.
Yes, they were.
He did it for the Americas, and the only thing that he said in English yesterday was "God bless America," and then rattled off the name of every South and Central American country attached to the North American continent and Central American countries and the continent of, he kind of did a little bit of South America.
I like that he didn't wear a dress. I think that would have been too much.
Why would he wear a dress? Everybody was.
I just think that's what everybody. These are the things that people were bringing up when I was.
Don't nobody keep talking about ASAP Rocky liking to wear skirts and he bagged Rihanna. But everybody was wondering if Bad Bunny was going to wear a dress. This is a heterosexual 31-year-old Puerto Rican man that one of the songs he did was about my aunt asked me why I have so many girlfriends, and he ran down how he's been loving women since his first love in kindergarten. I posted on my social medias. There's this white guy who does translations, the English version of Bad Bunny songs. Chef's kiss. The Gringo Corrido breaks that shit down in English with the same cadence of the songs better than anybody else I've seen before. But that's what the song is about. My aunt asked why I have so many girlfriends, and he talks about his love of women, goes back to his first girlfriend in kindergarten and how he likes them all. There was so much cultural representation, not just Latin culture, but the Afro-Latino side.
Afro-Latino, yes.
Starting with him with the sugar canes and depicting slavery in Puerto Rico, because that's what the Spanish people came in and they took the Taino Indians and they made them cultivate sugar cane. And then he had the woman in New York who has the last Caribbean social club in Brooklyn. She's an older Puerto Rican lady. Literally, they have been trying to gentrify her out for years. People think Williamsburg, Brooklyn is Jewish and white, but no, it was historically Puerto Rican. That's something I learned. So she was there. He had the Pitoro de Cocos. He had the shaved ice.
Yep. He had. I was like,
he had a Puerto Rican boxer and a Mexican boxer. He had the people representing from all the Central American countries with the flags. It was very emotional, very cultural. He had Ricky Martin come sing a verse from one of my favorite Bad Bunny songs. I wasn't shocked about Lady Gaga because she's a mentor of his. People don't know that. Remember, Bad Bunny, as much as he is a Latin urbana musica star.
Because I was like, well, why wouldn't he pick another person of Hispanic descent to be highlighted?
It was all symbolic going back to the Grammy. She just won a Grammy. She's one of his mentors.
Got it.
So they did a Latin version of one of her songs. It was kind of like a snub to me. And this is what I love about art. Art interpretations of art is always in the eye of the beholder, whether it's paintings,
For
drawings,
sure.
music. And what he did was he did like a Latin version of one of her most popular songs. It's like the fuck you to the white folks because yes, she's
Mm.
Italian, but my half Puerto Rican, half black son, when he did his DNA, came back 60% Italian. He was shocked. And I said, well, remember Cristobal Columbus, although he
Mm-hmm.
sailed for Spain, he was an
All
Italian
out.
man. So to Italy, Spain, they all right there. They all came down and colonized. It was a very anti-colonization show. The song that Ricky Martin sang was Lo que pasó a Hawaii, which means what happened to Hawaii. And the song is a very beautiful and emotional song. It's in Spanish. I understood it when from the first time I heard it. But he talks about like make sure you hold on to your flag, make sure you hold on to your culture, your heritage, your language, because they've taken everything from us.
Yep.
But they left us with this, and never forget what happened to Hawaii. People seem to think like, oh, Hawaii just became the 51st state. It's like, nah, the military came in and they fucking pretty much abused the people and said, this our shit now.
Mm.
And they literally took Hawaii
Well,
from the native
We
people.
continue to do that.
And
too.
they've been trying to do it to Puerto Rico. But Puerto Rico is like, all right, we'll be your territory, but we don't really want to be your next state. And all that was shown from the down power grids. What he did was, so last year he did his residency in Puerto Rico. 30-day residency. The first couple shows were only on sale to Puerto Ricans in the island. People from all over the world came because he said, I'm not taking this show all over the world to the U.S. because of ICE. And I know I have a lot of Latin American fans that could be deported. So he represented the down power lines. Puerto Rico, to this day, from the hurricane that happened way back in, what was that, 2020, they still have power grid lines because the U.S. has industrialized and privatized the power grids, but they haven't really fixed them to support the island.
Wow.
So that's what the down power lines were about. He had the old,
That's what that.
the
Oh,
old
okay.
truck, the old
'Cause I was
school
like,
truck.
why is he climbing on these power lines?
Yeah, because
Makes sense.
because the U.S. still ain't fixed the power in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico
That makes sense.
is what's the commercial used to say? The island in the sun. Puerto Rico is a tourist destination, yes, but for it to be a part of the U.S., if you go there, the U.S. dollar don't go far. Like they use the U.S. dollar. It's not like they have their own Puerto Rican dollar.
Right.
Shit is expensive because it costs a lot of money to get that shit from the mainland to the island. And the U.S. really treats Puerto Rico like the bastard stepchild. I mean, the president don't even know that Puerto Ricans are Americans, so let's start there.
Right.
But there was a lot of cultural representation. Even what's my guy that plays? There was a Pedro Pascal. He was there. He ain't Puerto Rican. I think he's like some kind of Mexican. But they had like a Mexican boxer, a Puerto Rican boxer. They had some baseball players. Like I watched it 5 different times when I started hearing about who else is on the stage.
Who was okay? Yeah.
Because if you don't know and appreciate Latin American culture, you don't know those people. So that's what I appreciated about it. It was one of those, you think it's about me, because some people were like, oh, he didn't bring out Daddy Yankee. He didn't bring out Tego Calderon.
I was a little surprised, but then
he
it's
did
like
Gasolina in
he
a tribute
he did
to Daddy Yankee.
He did a tribute to Daddy Yankee with Gasolina.
I don't know if he ever asked, and I'm pretty sure they would have done it if he asked, but they also, I saw some news reports where they asked about it, and both artists were like, this is his moment to shine.
Yeah, everybody else has had their moments at some point.
And it's not even just about their moment.
Because didn't Pitbull do Super Bowl?
Yeah, but Pitbull,
did
Pitbull
he bring
Cuban.
that? Did he do Daddy Yankee? But it's still
it's Cubano.
Yeah,
I mean, he's Latin.
It's still, you know what I mean?
Right. So the other thing about it is the whole Spanish language. Bad Bunny is probably the only #1 popular world music, like Spanish language music artist who crossed over without crossing over. Meaning he does not have any songs where he has songs where he sings in Japanese, and he even says it. Maybe one day I'll sing in English. And he speaks English very well. It's not like he don't know the language. He is from New York. But he said, maybe I'll sing in English, but it wasn't important to him. It was important for him to do music his way. He never necessarily wanted to be a star. And actually, around COVID, he took time off for his mental health because everything was happening so fast. They were trying to push him as a new reggaeton artist.
And he didn't want to be that.
And it's not, he was like, I'm not a reggaeton artist. Like, I'm an artist. I do everything. I just happen to do it in Spanish. But once you're known as a reggaeton artist, they assume and they want you to start singing in English. So that's why I thought it was like a full circle moment for Ricky Martin, who started as a member of Menudo, Spanish language group from Puerto Rico, who went on to have success as Ricky Martin.
Crossed
his
over.
most popular song, Living La Vida Loca, in English.
Inside out,
Living La Vida
Loca.
Fun fact, when I used to teach pole dancing, I did a routine to that, wearing this cute little red dress with fringes on the pole. But, so I thought that was a good full circle moment where Ricky Martin came. Poogies. You ain't got to hide back there. Told you, whenever you come in, you can come in. You can even sit with us if you want.
Can sit in.
But he had Ricky Martin sing that song in Spanish, which for me, again, interpreting the art, for me, Ricky Martin always felt like he had to go English to be famous and popular, which he did.
And it might have something to do with the time. Like, we talking about what, the 90s, 2000s, Ricky Martin? Like, so it might have been
Ricky Martin still could have been Ricky Martin in Spanish, because the same way Shakira and the same way Karol G.
But Shakira crossed over too.
She crossed over. Karol G did not. Karol G is like one of the most #1 artists, and she don't sing in English.
Yeah, Shakira crossed over.
So having him sing que pasó lo que pasó a Hawaii in Spanish was good for him, because he got to sing in Spanish. He didn't have to sing his English song. He didn't sing anything in English, in Spanish. And it's a song that really is emotional and touching about not losing your culture and remaining true to who you are. I thought it was a great halftime show.
That's what I got out of the whole performance, the culture. And that's what I appreciated about the whole
I wish
Super
I knew how to
Bowl
salsa dance the way I think I know how to salsa dance, because I would have been killing it.
Me and my daughter was in the
I got
house
a little
doing what we
two-step
can.
going, but I'm not as good. Like bachata and all that, I'm not that good. Like, I can't switch it up and be spinning and all that.
We did our nigga version of a salsa in the house, me and my daughter.
Everybody got a nigga for shit to salsa.
But I will say
it's the Puerto Rican version of the bop to me. So
there you go. There you go. Like, but shout out to Bad Bunny. He really did his thing.
He really did his thing.
I think he converted people like myself who weren't fans before to being fans now.
Yeah, I've been a fan.
I'm aware of his
so
music. I'm just not really a fan, but I can honestly say that I'm more so a fan now after that Super Bowl performance.
I think
than I was before. And I was a hater prior to this. I was like, because I didn't understand it. I didn't understand why they were picking this person. I'm like, well, why wouldn't you pick a more seasoned artist? Like, it just seemed to me in the history of Super Bowl performances, it was a person that had been in the industry for a longer period of time. So for them to pick
that
this
was his
Bad
second
Bunny
time on the Super Bowl
person,
stage.
I just was like,
that was definitely his second time on the stage.
Who was he on there with before?
Shakira and J-Lo. Shakira and J-Lo brought him out.
And I probably really didn't know who he was then. So now I'm like,
that was at the
why
beginning
would
of his
they
career.
pick him? I don't understand it.
Because he is the #1 streaming artist,
but I get it,
in the world, like, ever. Like, he broke records in his language.
His performance topped Michael Jackson.
Which is, I saw that coming, and the numbers are still growing because people are still watching it. Yeah. I was a little offended. This Muslim brother at my job, I was offended for 2 reasons, because the motherfucker keep sneak dissing and trying to address me as my government, and I had to let him know yesterday I wasn't with that shit.
He gonna fuck around and find out.
I be trying to tell people, y'all do not want Reese Brown from North Philly in the building. Like, it's the reason why Irize works very hard to become Irize Refined, because Reese Brown is a whole fucking nigga.
But y'all motherfuckers keep trying to bring her back down here.
But he said to me, oh, the Turning Point thing had 5 million views. Why the fuck would you even log on to YouTube to see who's watching the white version, the Klan version of a halftime show?
I definitely was going to bring that up. That was some fuckery.
I didn't turn to it. I don't know who performed.
I didn't even know that there was.
I couldn't care who performed. I knew it existed, and I knew
until
Kid Rock.
Cells showed me the video. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, I knew Kid Rock was going to be the headliner, but I was like, washed up crackhead looking Kid Rock versus really fine Puerto Rican Bad Bunny.
And I like Kid Rock, but now I can't.
There are songs of Kid Rock that I like, but once I realized your political views don't align with mine on a moral level, you could be a Republican. I don't give a shit. You could be a Democrat. I'm more of an independent anyway. I just happen to be a registered Republican.
There you go.
You can be liberal. You can be moderate, whatever. But once I realized that your views misalign with my personal cultural views, because they more on the racist side, I don't fuck with you.
You little stupid ass bitch, I ain't fucking with you.
Like when your true racism starts to show.
Yeah.
Oh, another symbolic thing is the Puerto Rican flag that he brought out with the lighter blue band. That flag was actually banned by the United States. I want to say in 1963, 1968. That is the original Puerto Rican flag. They made them adopt the flag with the darker navy blue to
like
match the
colors.
U.S.
Wow.
That is their La Bandada Oriental. And I was really loving, when I saw that, I said, oh, he breaking the law.
Breaking it.
That's like burning the flag on stage when you break the law. Because you know, white folks like to hold on to their flag and their government and their God. So I really enjoyed the fact that he brought out the original Puerto Rican flag. And then he said, God bless America, and ran down like 11 Latin American countries, because white people got it fucked up. They keep thinking of America as only the continental United States, and it's not, because Alaska is full of indigenous people. Puerto Rico is full of indigenous people.
Sure enough.
And yeah, I loved it. I loved it. I didn't even give a fuck about the Patriots or the Seahawks.
We got a new fan.
Hi, new fans.
CTV Entertainment.
We love new fans. Thank you for tuning in. Yes, thank you for going on this journey with us as we figure out the best way to do vibe checks and bring y'all cultural information every week.
So I've been checking in with these like new shows, new albums, music, and movies. That's kind of been my thing right now.
What you do this week? What you check out this
week? It might not necessarily be new, like just
it's
came
new to
out,
you,
but it's new to me.
It's new to you.
So on Netflix, I've been strung out on this fucking little white bitch named Becky. I don't know if y'all seen it, but if y'all haven't seen it, so the movie's called Becky. The first one is called Becky. It has the white dude from the Queen of
I'm sorry, I was just
somebody.
Are we looking forward to every Super Bowl having a political stand? Here's the funny part.
We're not looking forward
to it, but if you really sit back and think about all of the Super Bowl performances, they've all been having political stands. A lot of people miss it.
With what you call them, with the knee and taking a knee and all that. Kaepernick.
Going back before then, Michael Jackson had a very political Super Bowl stance. So like, an apple for my compadres. Oh. Thank you. Actually, that's my favorite fruit. I don't really like do fruits too much, but I do love me a good red delicious apple, a good green apple juice with some watermelon and some kale. But anyway, so it's not about looking forward to every Super Bowl having a political stand. I think if you're a political person, you can find that in anything. But I remember being younger and watching Super Bowl and realizing the political messages. Kendrick Lamar, although he did his GNX, that was a very political performance. Rihanna's performance was very political, whether people realized it or not. So I think we have a history of it.
Yeah.
But when we're under an administration where their outright racism is at the head of politics, that's why we start to see and understand that's what it is.
Yeah. Okay, if the political view is not about unity and bringing people together, then I think that's where the issue lies.
The issue lies.
If it's really about separation and division, and herein lies the problem, because sports brings people together. So if you're trying to bring politics into sports where it becomes a divisional thing, then we don't need that.
I tell people sports, music, I usually say sports, music, movies. So basically entertainment, sports, but definitely music, the arts, very universal language. You can put 10 people in a room from 10 different countries, 10 different cultural backgrounds, languages. You play some good music, and have some good food. They will get along and they will understand what the fuck is going on.
Music.
That's literally all you need to understand.
Yeah.
So back to Becky. So is it a TV
Becky
series
is crazy. It's a movie. It's on Netflix, and you have the guy from King of Queens, the man from that show. He's playing like this neo-Nazi bad guy, which is awesome to see him play this role, because he normally plays like
lovable
mall cop and like silly shit. No, but this little bitch is crazy. Becky is not playing any games. So the first movie is like she accidentally becomes this like psycho killer. Cause
how do you accidentally?
She was only 13. She was a kid when the first movie comes out. She was a kid.
Okay.
Just a little backstory on it. the guy from King of Queens breaks out of prison. They somehow end up, well, not somehow, but you'll see this. I don't want to give too much.
Okay.
But they end up at the house where little Becky and her family are, and was it Kevin McHale? Is that his name or something? McHale, from Talk Soup.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He's also in it. So you got these silly people playing these serious roles.
I can't think of his name, but it's not Kevin. Kevin
It's,
McHale's
it's something McHale.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the first name is. But, it's
yeah,
something,
but I know you're
you know what I'm
talking
talking about. So they go to her family's house. They pretty much torture the family, kill the family, do all this crazy shit, and then she ends up like torturing these killers and like fucking them up at 13, little girl. But then they have a sequel to it, which is The Wrath of Becky, and then you have Stifler from American Pie in it as the bad guy, and this little bitch is diabolical. She makes you want to take self-defense classes. Like, if somebody ever fucking did a home invasion, what would you do? What would you do if you didn't carry a gun and you, like, how would you fucking get out of this situation?
Kind of like Home Alone.
Like, real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really, like, this little bitch was taking on grown-ass men and, like, killing motherfuckers with rulers and crayons and colored pencils and...
Oh, I gotta watch Becky.
You gotta watch Becky. Becky had me... So, Becky... Wrath of Becky. That was Netflix. And Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates.
Oh, I know that movie.
With Zac Efron and whatever the little other white boy name is. There's a scene in this movie where the Indian comedian, I can't think of his name, he's like a massage therapist. That scene is diabolical. I've never had a massage where my butt was massaged by somebody else's butt, but I'm gonna give you a little bit of that. That was crazy.
Okay,
like,
so
what?
Now you've given us some stuff to watch.
Movies and now music. T.I.
Girl.
And J. Cole.
I'm waiting for the album to drop.
Me too.
Like, T.I. done cut his hair.
The single
T.I.
is
got
doing
the cap
everything.
on sideways. This is the T.I.
This is the T.I.
This is the T.I. I fell in love with
this
in 2003.
This the Rubber Band Man. Wild.
When I fell in love with
9 in my
2003.
right, 45 in my other hand. Huh?
This is that T.I.
That's him.
that Pharrell produced his first
Messenger.
album and nobody knew who he was. Yeah, when I first got a whiff of T.I. in 2003. I remember I used to be in the Touch of Jazz.
Ooh.
And I was like, yo, this the wave, y'all. And everybody was like, because hip hop, New York and Philly, we got MCs and
they
DJs.
wasn't feeling that down south.
Irize, you feeling that down south stuff?
Yes.
Yes.
Very much so.
I promise you it's here to stay. And fast
and
forward.
it's not going nowhere.
Almost 30 years later.
And he's still standing strong. I'm proud of T.I. And J. Cole's album is definitely doing things too.
Yeah, so J. Cole dropped a mixtape and the album. He dropped a mixtape and I haven't listened to the album yet. I listened to the mixtape over the Biggie beats, produced by DJ Clue, Desert Storm. He was saying some shit. I was like, okay.
Right. First of all, it gives me chills to hear Desert Storm. It gives me chills to hear DJ Clue say DJ Clue.
Whenever I hear DJ
Cluminati.
Cluminati.
Oh my God.
I want to put on my best work casual outfit and go to the club that don't exist in Philly anymore. Just name 18, any of them.
19. I'm in my teens and early 20s when I hear that.
Yeah.
Oh, it just takes me to
Did you listen to the Fall Off? Did you listen to I didn't listen to the album yet. I need to do that.
Parts of it. I need to really lock in with it the same way I did with the clips. I need to just lock in.
Okay. I'm gonna do that.
I haven't locked in, but I've
in.
listened to a couple and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I've heard a couple songs. They've been playing them. I've heard a couple songs. Some friends actually had DM me some songs. They was like, ooh, the bars in this one.
You know, the Grammys kind of shined some light on some new artists that I didn't know about. I didn't know about Olivia Dean. I like her.
You didn't know about Olivia Dean?
I'm learning some things.
Oh, little biracial girl from the UK.
I like her.
Her pen is crazy. If you listen to the words of her songs.
Shout out to the Grammys.
One of my favorite songs, that whole
they taught me some things.
Be My Own Boyfriend. Bitch said, I can do it. I like being single because I can do whatever the fuck I want. Yes.
Shout out to the guy that sings, what's his name? Leon Thomas?
Oh, Leon Thomas, the Disney kid.
The
former
Mutt
Disney
guy.
Kid. Mm-hmm.
He won, 2 Grammys.
I think he won like 2 Grammys.
2, 3. So that was dope. To see the new artists. That's what I did like about the Grammys this year is the new artists that I'm not aware of that are new to me, but not new to y'all, but new to me that I'm the light was shed on. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I you know me. I'm a sucker for good new music. It's 6:43.
Okay.
I saw a movie this week. I went to go see Send Help. I love a good horror movie.
Send Help.
This is a horror comedy. First of all, let me tell you how ignorant I am in my old age. I'm starting to become one of those people. You know how there's people that really think black folk all look alike? I be getting my white people confused.
It ain't hard to get them confused.
I know, because Send Help stars the chick from is it the chick from the Notebook? I forget her name. Anyway, when I first saw the preview, I kept thinking it was Jennifer Gardner.
Oh.
But then I realized it's not. It's Rachel McAdams.
Boom.
Them bitches look alike.
They
Brown
look alike.
hair, plain Jane faces. Rachel McAdams got a little mole on her chin though. Jennifer Garner, you know, I remember her from being Bennifer Part 1. But the movie was crazy.
Yo, these movies that's out now.
It's about a very frumpy woman who works at this company, and she's promised to become like the next VP. But
wait, what's the name of this again?
Send Help. But the owner of the company, the founder, dies, and his son steps in to run it. And his son is like a typical frat boy, white boy who promotes a friend of his from college, and they're assholes. And they're assholes to her.
And they get stranded?
And they get stranded on an island because they're laughing. The most ironic thing about it is they're on this private jet flying to, I think, Thailand for a business meeting, and they take her with them because the guy who has been using her work as his own, who basically got the promotion off of her work, he can't really do it without her. So they're on the plane. They find her audition tape for Survivor, and they're teasing her and laughing about it. She doesn't know because she's locked in at work trying to prove myself to the guys. And when she realizes it, the minute she realized they're making fun of her, all of a sudden the plane has some kind of weird engine failure, and down they go in the middle of nowhere. And the only survivors are her and her new boss. But because she's a frumpy girl who watches Survivor like it's a soap opera, and that is her shit, and she wanted to audition to be on Survivor, and she's practiced these things, she knows how to survive
and
on
y'all
an island.
Bougie motherfuckers don't.
And
the karma and the irony in it.
She has to take care of him and show him how to live. But the craziest part about the story is they think they're on a deserted island, and it's not.
No.
That's where it becomes a comedy.
So the whole time all y'all had to do was walk a couple blocks over or something.
The whole time all y'all had to do was go to the part of the island that she told you don't go to.
No.
But because you're naive, you don't go there because she told you it's thorns and bushes and you're going to get hurt. She ends up with a knife and she told him it washed up on the shore. He never questioned. Once she said it washed up on the beach. Oh, we're all kinds of weird things wash up on the beach. A knife, bitch?
A knife?
Nah, there's a whole luxurious house on this
How
island
convenient.
on the other side that he never found. I went to see that. It was. I think I jumped like twice with the gore, but it was more of a comedy. Like it was comedy. It was kind of funny. I learned that Scream 7 is coming out.
I saw the trailer for that. I said, "Oh,
and I'm really hyped. I don't know why I'm so. There's certain things that I'm
hyped.
I'm into for the long haul. It's like you had me at 1 and 2, and now you up to 23. Like if Friday the 13th was to come out, as stupid as I know it would be, I would see it.
I'm hyped
just
about
because I've seen them all down to Freddy versus Jason,
Yes.
Freddy in outer space. Like
gotta go, Freddy. Yep, gotta do
like
it.
all this
Fuck
extra
it.
shit. So I was hype about that. There are some other good movies that seem to be coming out. So I'm
Michael
like,
Jackson,
all right,
you can't forget MJ.
Yeah, I'm hype about the.
You know, you gotta get if you don't go to the Michael Jackson movie dressed up like some type of version of Michael Jackson, you're not a real fan. I'm sorry.
Got a dark skin.
You're not. You better be light skinned Mike or dark skinned Mike. You better figure it out. Young or old Mike. I don't care what you do. Alive or dead Mike. Care what you do.
Not alive or dead.
Do Mike. Either way.
Speaking of Michael Jackson, they have been recirculating these audio tapes of his last phone call.
I heard about this.
I remember when he died, they were playing it where he called a friend and he was saying that
somebody
like
was going to do something to him, and if he died, and
if
it
he
was
died, know that they killed him.
Yeah.
Know that it's bigger than the government, and he just wanted to make sure his children would be all right.
I heard it. Now, is it real or is it AI?
No, it's not AI. This
So hard to
came
believe.
out when he died. Like this is
Wow.
not the first time, and AI wasn't what it is back then. So it came out on the heels of more and more pages of these fucking Epstein files, which I also posted a video on my socials. I should post it on our vibe check. They said it was pedophile 2026, and they talked about how many thousands of times certain white men's names were mentioned in the Epstein files. So they're in the pedo bowl, pedophile bowl. It's disgusting. The fucking not the Dalai Lama. What's his fucking name? The Indian guy. There's some people. There's a lot.
Oprah, the man that be with Oprah.
There's a lot.
Deepak Chopra.
Deepak Chopra was mentioned in the Epstein files.
No,
motherfucker, trying to back talk and back walk, man.
Come on,
no.
Deepak.
It's a no. It's a hard pass. Lifestyles of the rich and famous. Apparently, what he choked a bitch, possibly to death, and not just any bitch. She was a child, a juvenile, a teenager. Absurd. But this is. White people are shocked because people of color have been telling y'all white people are diabolical since we have first run into each other.
Yeah, I don't know why y'all.
We've been telling y'all white people is diabolical. Now other white people are starting to see how diabolical white people are, and they're shocked. They're like, "What? They was selling girls like nigga. They was selling black women. You're just shocked because now they were selling white women."
Like cattle. They were selling us like cattle. Now y'all shocked because it's happening to y'all.
And they were selling them like purebred dogs. Highest bidder. Let's not forget our president said, "Oh, my daughter, look at her.
Crazy.
Look at her. She's beautiful. Boy, if I wasn't her father, like nigga, you probably did and you was her father." So then somebody brought up, well, nobody wants to talk about how Joe Biden molested his daughter. Joe Biden never molested his daughter. Her diary was stolen. This happened years ago, but it's been resurfacing now. And people altered it, trying to make it seem like her father molested her because when she was younger, she took showers with her father. Lots of people take showers with their parents when they're younger. It's the most efficient way to bathe a child when they are small. Get in this motherfucker with me and I can make sure your ass is washed. Yeah. And you may stop at a certain age. Some people don't.
Some people don't. Culturally, I think it's not wrong with it if you're of the same sex. Maybe that might be a little different.
And I think the problem is she may have been 6 and her father was, however much older than Joe is her, and they're a different sex. But it's only this twisted ass United States of America where we got to remember they sent their worst of their worst here to start this country. They sent all the degenerates here. And so that behavior is perceived as disgusting because they made it so. Right. We are a hypersexualized country, but it's because we made it so. It's kind of like if you believe in the Adam and Eve story and the serpent and the apple, the U.S. bit the apple.
Yeah.
That's literally what it is. Shit. Other countries aren't like that. Their TV is different. The sex scenes are so emotional and intimate, and you might even see actual, God forbid, penetration, but it's not dirty the way it is here because we are the country that bit the fucking apple.
Yeah,
that's how I see it. All right, so I gotta watch the Becky series.
Becky.
I do remember
Becky.
Yeah, I do remember they need wedding dates. I remember seeing that. It's something else on. I did finish Wonder Man.
Oh, Wonder Man was everything.
I did finish Wonder Man.
Wonder Man was everything.
I did finish that.
I
love a good Marvel show.
Enjoyed that.
I love a good Marvel show. I'll be looking forward to Kevin Feige's interpretation of different Marvel comics and such. I'm waiting for another X-Men. I had a crush on the Beast when I was in high school. I don't know how you have a crush on the big blue monster played by Kelsey Grammer, but I did. Of all the X-Men, yes. If I had to date one, it was going to be Beast. He was very cultural. He was very smart.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
how much time we got? We didn't get into too much about what we've been doing, but shout out to Make You Holler for $1 comedy series. We concluded the first series. Actually, yeah, the networking event was last Wednesday, I think. But we just came back from New York. where that was an amazing, amazing event. It was New York versus Philly. Philly definitely brought home the win. Shout out to Sells. He won the top prize with a perfect score at 20. Now we're coming into season 2 of Make You Holler for $1. We are looking for new talent, new comedians to come out and bless us with their, with their gift. Aunt Kathleen, I think, is going to be a judge this season. I think Sells is going to be a judge this season coming around. Nobody paying him no mind. Anywho, he's going to be a judge. We're alternating. You don't even know. I talked. See, anyway. Anywho, not you. We are going to be judges. We're just not going to be judges at the same time.
See, you saying stuff that's supposed to be kept under wraps.
The shit starts Wednesday.
She done untied the bow on something that was supposed to be kept under wraps. Listen, that's what just happened.
Ain't nobody tell me it was a secret. You better tell me it's a secret. If you don't tell me it's a secret.
But there's a way to roll things out.
Listen, Wednesday, okay? I don't know if Aunt Kathleen will be a judge or Sells will be a judge, but either one of us will be judges on Wednesday with maybe 2 or 3 other people, because it's about 4 to 5 judges for every show. It's only $5 to get in. Y'all should come out, support. Even if you're not performing, we are looking for a great audience. People need to just come out and support your favorite comedians. Rappers, favorite rising singers. I think it's an open mic, so even if you do music, I think you're more than welcome to do that there as well.
That's exciting. I'm glad to see you've been doing so much. I've been listen. I've been trying to figure out. Been trying to figure out what my next move is. I've just been working, and I'm really tired of working. Mostly because my job is getting real crazy. They about to hire again, so if you want to fly for free on any place American Airlines flies, look under Piedmont Airline Jobs. I know they have a class coming out, but whenever they start hiring, they start getting crazy, and they be trying to write people up to fire people, which instead of just making sure you have the best of the best and train people well, they like to recycle people because they can fuck you over that way. As you can see, I'm dressed to go to work when I leave out of here.
Listen, the hustle's real.
The hustle is real. My daughter is going to be 14 this Valentine's Day, so
14 on the 14th.
14 on the 14th.
What you doing for her birthday?
I've been hustling because I'm trying to see if I can take her to maybe a little quick trip to LA to visit my friends. Take her to the big Chinatown there. There's a K-pop group called Twice she wants to see. Tickets like $200, so I might try to get her a ticket to that. I don't know. I told her, like, you gotta. My niece went out and bought a ticket, and then she's like, "Well, I'll sell you this ticket for $200 because I found another ticket a little bit closer I want to sit in, and Mina can sit in the club box." I'm like, why would y'all want to be at the same show in 2 different seats? Why would I want my 14-year-old daughter sitting in this club box with strangers?
Far from you.
Not even not too far, but just separate. So I told her next time, plan better. Look in other cities. Concerts are often cheaper in smaller markets, and we can go. She was like, well, wouldn't I need a hotel? This is why you talk to adults. So you can plan
people can
things
help you
better.
Navigate things.
So that's all I've been focusing on, is trying to stop.
What are your plans for Valentine's?
My daughter turns 14.
So are you doing anything outside of that?
What? With who? With who?
No.
With who?
I don't know.
Who? That's my favorite social media challenge. Sounding like an owl. Sounding like an owl. So-and-so like an owl.
Well, listen, people. If you don't have a Valentine, treat yourself to something. Love up on yourself. I'm
about to be spending all my money on my forever Valentine, the child that I gave birth to on Valentine's Day.
Hey, there you
that
go.
is what I'll be doing.
Sounds like a good
I had an 8-year-old. I had an 8-year-old ask me to be their Valentine. I was very impressed.
Aww.
He stepped up.
I
appreciate the way he did it.
My heart is melting.
He asked
you better take him to
He
Dave
asked
and
me what my
Buster's.
favorite flowers was because he wanted to get me flowers, and I said, "Young boy, you can't get me the flowers that I love, but you can always get me some tulips. You know, I love a good tulip."
Take him to Dave and Buster's, or Chuck E. Cheese or something.
Chuck E. Cheese.
He ate, so Dave and Buster's.
I'll take his ass to Barcade so I can drink.
Putt Shack.
But yeah, I've definitely I don't have it. I never make Valentine's Day plans.
I don't either.
Shout out to
DJ
like Nash. Been disappointed. She's having some events at Suite 45 this week.
Oh, where's that?
Front in, I want to say like Berks area. She's doing little mixers, a singles mixer on the 13th, I believe, and something on the 14th because she asked me could I work the door, and I was like, that's my baby's birthday. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. What are you doing for Valentine's Day?
Hopefully, something. I don't know. My kids are used to me doing stuff with them.
Lay horizontal, put a little extra.
That's what I'm saying. A little, you know, a
'Cause-
little like horizontal mambo ain't never hurt nobody.
I posted a meme the other day and it said I spent my 20s and 30s being the best, being wifey to some niggas that didn't deserve it. So I'm feral as fuck in my 40s now, 50.
Let me see the flyer real quick.
Oh, yeah, we got a flyer? Yeah, 'cause
there
we got, like, a
is
minute.
an event taking place on Saturday. Lover's Day, open mic extravaganza. Doors open at 7. Location is Exquisite Space, 2705
Chester.
West 6th Street. That's in Chester.
I gotta go online
So
and
you can
post
pull up
that.
on us out there. We will definitely be representing at this space, Exquisite Space. It's going to be a dope event. I think Cells is hosting this event, I believe.
I know where I won't be. I won't be at work. But tune in to Glockaware everywhere. I'm gonna repost all of these things. Yes,
All
you
the
guys can
shows.
reach out to us, vibecheck215@gmail. Reach out to us, Vibecheck on TikTok, on Instagram. You know what I mean? You can reach out to me at Irize17, but if I've never met you personally, I'm not gonna respond, nor am I gonna accept your friend request. And on that, play some music.